please. You don't know how hard it's been. And it won't even hurt. You'll go to sleep and when you wake up, it'll be done.
It was coming from my bedroom. The whole house was in darkness and the moonlight from the bedroom window shone onto the open door. I could see it moving.
Hello, my name is... It says P ***. I'm going to say Peter? Piss. Hi, my name's Piss.
There we go.
And we're in. We're in.
Okay, sure. Okay, what episode are we? 35. Don't need to do. Okay. Welcome to episode 35 of Ghost Huns.
Ghost Huns.
Ghosty Huns. Ghosty
Love your Tesco top,
Huns.
babes.
Thank you. We've both got white t-shirts on. What's yours of? A tiger?
Mine's Tiger.
What? Is it from Tiger?
Yeah, imagine merch from Tiger,
Oh.
Leicester Square. No, it's not. It's actually, I was in Yorkshire once and this bar matron, was like, oh, what's Yorkshire? She was like, oh, is that from a tattoo that went wrong?
What?
I know. I was like, excuse me?
What's she talking about?
She was like, oh no, that you know that famous tattoo, what went wrong? And I was like, no. And then
Girl with a tiger tattoo.
Yeah, yeah, with the fucked up tiger tattoo. Apparently, there's this famous case of a tiger tattoo going wrong, and then they kind of made it like this. And I thought it was really like neggy. I was like, this isn't a tattoo gone wrong. It's just a cool tiger.
I like the t-shirt. It's got a bird on it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are you mad? Yeah.
I'm blind.
I'm just advertising for Tesco's. Quality guaranteed.
Every little helps.
Every little helps.
We actually are now sponsored by Tesco, so
oh my God,
don't forget to do your shopping there.
I love a Tesco.
I don't have one near me, so I don't go.
No,
I'm not, meaning to veto them.
I love a big Tesco.
I like a big shop, yeah.
Love
Do you
a
know
big
what I
Tesco.
love? Before a holiday, when you're all going to like muck in self-catered,
Yes.
I love going to do a big shop.
Well, that's fun shop, isn't it? That's like wine.
Do you remember we
cheese
got
strings.
fucking ID'd before we went on our ghost
I don't want
hunt?
to talk about that because that's going to neg me out.
She was a bitch.
She was a bitch. She asked me and Susie whether or not we had ID. We didn't have it with us because we're fucking 33 and 35. And then...
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Can you stop bringing up my age?
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to project that I'm
And
about
then we
29.
were like, can someone else go for us? And she was like, no, because I know now that you're going to try and get... I was like, just shove it up your arse, Kathleen. Okay. Oh, shit.
How have you been? What's been going on?
Listen, I've been great. I want to talk about today on the pod. This is our podcast and this is our platform. And I today would like to talk about my arch nemesis. Because
Oh.
yes, I have one.
Who?
I can't say a name. I'll tell you a name afterwards. I can't say a
hate
name.
her already.
She...
Is it me?
It's Susie Priest. She's... So I went to this wedding on Saturday, right? We've both been very wedding heavy this past week. Went to a wedding on Saturday. Wedding was gorgeous. Congratulations to Emma and Martin. Lovely day.
Oh, congratulations, Emma and Martin.
Yeah, lovely day, stunning. Anyway, so we have a... She's not my friend. But she's a sister of one of our friends.
Mm-hmm.
And she's the big I've ever met. And and I know she's not going to listen to it, but I hope she does because she is the worst. Every single time we go anywhere, she's just a prick.
What does she do?
She's got loads of opinions, but like...
This is the bride's sister.
No, sorry, another friend's sister. So she's not even part of the group of friends.
Right.
She's just an add-on. I hate her.
Yeah.
Every time I've been anywhere with her, she's been like really sour-faced. She makes these comments. She like turned up to the wedding and she went, I was really worried about being underdressed, but it turns out I don't need to worry.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Jellyfish.
Like,
Sting.
never. Jellyfish
Sting.
is like one of those killer squids.
Killer squid bitch.
She's a fucking bitch. Like, she's honestly, like, doesn't even try and hide
she said
it.
that. Who did she say that
Just
to?
about everybody at the wedding.
Oh,
But like, she will
miserable.
always make these comments, and like, she thinks she's amazing. Like, our mate brought around, and to be fair, these drinks at this wedding were so expensive. They were like £10 for a
Not
glass
a
of
free
wine.
bar?
No. But you know what? I don't begrudge it because weddings
do.
are so expensive.
I do. Yeah, you do, yeah. But everyone that you know is listening who has not had a free bar, sorry.
No, I'm joking. I don't begrudge it. But drinks are really expensive. And our friend she bought around and she would not shut the fuck up that she'd spent £19 at the bar all day. And my mate in the end, my mate in the end was like, I'll send you the £19. And then I said, completely off the cuff, this is the bit where I nearly launched myself over the table and stabbed her. I said, just totally off the cuff, I went, that drink's a bit acidy. I'm going to need some Rennie. And another friend went, I think we've got some, meaning her and my arch nemesis. And my arch nemesis has said, oh no, don't go giving them out. There won't be enough for us. And I was like,
oh my God.
And I went, don't worry. I'm not going to ask you for your Rennie. You can calm down for fuck's sake.
You can
and I
shove
said
your Rennie
exactly
up
like
your
that.
Because
I was like, you can honestly fuck off. She is such. And then I said, I'm going to move tables. Like and my mate quite rightly was like, look, this isn't the time. It's our friend's wedding. And I was like, I understand that, but I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
It really brings out some of the worst in people, doesn't it? When you really see their personalities at a wedding and you're like, what? You can't even bring your best self.
What really annoys me is that she's a bully and she's toxic and
any other adjectives.
She's just a horrible. She's just a horrible person. Do you know what else? Right, this really fucked me off and it stayed with me for quite some time. Her and her sister. I do like a sister. I get on with a sister. I can't say the names, obviously. But her sister and her, I remember when I came out of the Traitors and she was like, oh yeah, my mum hates you.
What?
My mum hates you on the show. And I was like, there is why do you feel the need to come up and tell me this? Do you know what I mean? Like, why is that gonna... And she said it about 3 times.
She's obviously deeply insecure. Like anyone who acts like that has like got real issues.
I know. And
they're projecting onto you.
Last time we went to Torquay to watch the Share Show and she was there. And honestly... all night, this is how I feel. She does this face.
Oh God, she's deeply unhappy. She's unhappy. Someone's hurt her.
It's getting me annoyed thinking about it. And I said to my mate Stephen, I was like, I'm going to go on that. When I record, I'm talking about it because I hate people being, because you know what she does? She doesn't shout it. She jabs and she'll go around whispering a toxic.
She spreads her poison.
Yeah, but she'll do it in a way that you can't kick off. Because if I'm annoyed, I say it loudly. Yeah. I'm like, I'll just shout and I'll be like, I'm pissed off and that's it.
Yeah.
I won't, but she's sneaky and like manipulative.
And she lets it linger.
Yeah. And then goes round and just lets it spread. Oh, she's vile.
She sounds absolutely awful.
She's the worst.
Should we name and shame? Why don't we say her address? Have you got a mobile number? Oh, that's grim. I hate that.
I know. It kind of ruined the day a little bit for me, I'll be honest. I need people to get the comeuppance, though. I need people to be told. I can't let these people walk around thinking they're okay.
The thing is, though, like that obviously, like that's so on them.
This was another thing she did, right? She said...
We're not doing any ghost stories today. We're just going to bitch about people that we've met.
I will be over this shortly. We were talking about Adam and she went, what does Adam do again? Like in that way. And I was like, well, he does some work for his dad and he kind of, used to work in banking or whatever, but did the accounts. And she went, so he's an accountant then?
Oh my God.
And I was like, no, he's a comedian as well. Like
Stop trying to put a label on him.
But then I'm like, hang on, what's wrong with accountants?
And why are you trying to justify anything he does?
If she didn't go, an accountant. She went, because that would have been fine. But she went, so he's an accountant then? And I was like,
what does she do?
She's a fuck. She's just a of her life. That's what she does.
She's professional.
I'm sorry for saying the C word. I'm sorry, Mum. But sometimes it does just describe. Please don't be those people. I know our listeners aren't those people, but anyone that
spreading
she's around.
Bad energy.
By the end of the night, right? Somebody had a little row, right? I won't say who it is. Well, not a row, but someone got a bit upset, whatever. And she insinuated to my friend that it was him. She was like, you lot have been doing this for years now. That's why they're upset.
Oh my God, she gets a real kick out of it.
Yeah, she loves it.
She should be a politician.
Oh, she's a fucking prick.
Jesus.
I absolutely hate her. She's vile.
Has she the one you told me about before?
Maybe. Yeah. I think so. But I was like, if she comes to anything. It was awkward though, because when she was there, I was like, isn't it weird that she's at Emma and Martin's wedding and she was never at Matt and Stephen's wedding, who are my friends? And then they were like, she was, Hannah. I was like, was she? I just completely forgot that she was
her out.
But I was like, if she's ever at anything, I'm not coming. And I'm not just doing that to be a dick. I'm doing it because I can't hide my feelings at all. And I hate injustices. Is that the right word?
I do not like injustice.
I do not. It's injustice.
I just love justice.
I love justice.
There's a card in there called Justice. Do you remember we drew them out?
So I'm sorry about that. I had to get it out there. I was so angry all weekend.
Well, I think everyone knows a person in their life that isn't like maybe their direct friend, but you know when you go to a social gathering and you're like, fuck, they're going to be there.
But
and I'm going to have to really hold it together and get rid of my resting bitch face. But I feel like the older I get, I'm 31, stop calling me 35. But the older I get in my early 30s, I don't really hang around those sorts of people anymore. And I just dip out of functions.
I've said time and time again, I don't see why I have to spend my time with these people.
Yeah. A wedding, you can't help it though. A wedding you can't, but I can I can go to the other side of the room where I don't have to listen to your spewing bullshit. Yeah, spewing bullshit.
But I'm like, I will not, I've even broken up with friends because I don't like them. And I'm not being civil with anybody. I refuse to spend my time surrounded by knobheads.
Yeah.
I won't do it.
There's no YOLO. Like
YOLO.
Life's too short.
YOLO.
Life's too short. LTS,
you only live
baby.
Once.
Yeah.
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 YOLO.
There was
That's right,
I was also at a wedding and
in Milano.
I was dressed like Barbie and I bought
I saw the picture. The dress was stunning.
Oh, the dress, honestly, I was so thrilled with it. I was really unsure. I was like, it's a bit slutty because it's really mini.
It's great.
And it's like off the shoulder, mini, my legs are out. Not my tits aren't out, just legs out.
No boobies,
you know. So actually quite demure for me.
Yeah.
And but I did draw some evil looks. Because naturally, I'm like, I am dressed as a big flowery Barbie. And it's really funny because a mate of mine who was at the wedding got a photo and she's captured one of the Italian group, this girl who had a resting thunder face all fucking wedding. And I was like, she keeps giving me evils. Do you remember when we were at Soho Farmhouse, we were like, we're getting evils from somewhere and both of us picked up on it and there was a girl staring at us. And similar thing, and like there's photo evidence of like I'm walking with two champagnes, like one in one and one in the other, looking like Barbie, like la la la, living my best life. I'm like thrilled with how the day's going, and she's like near the barn entrance. Yeah, I've got it, and she's just shooting me filth, and it's on camera, and I was like, that is so funny because I'm just like happy.
Why are you getting evil looks though for a dress?
Because you know what it's like. You know when people are insecure and they're a bit jealous and they're a bit like. Do you know what? Mostly people aren't, but
we have to feel sorry for these people. You know, it's like people on TikTok. They want to make shitty comments. If they want to be mean, I feel sorry for them because imagine being that miserable.
I know.
Imagine how
that you feel like you have to spew hatred.
The only way you're going to be happy is doing that.
Yeah, and it's on them. Anyway,
life lessons done. You're welcome.
Oh, funny story about the wedding.
Yes.
Do you want to hear it?
Oh, by the way, I do. You mentioned Barbie. I've had enough of hearing about it.
It's over-marketed, isn't it?
I hate it. I don't want to see it. If anything, it's put me off.
I know. And I feel like I know what the film's about. I know how it starts. I've read some reviews. I'm a bit like, do you know what? I probably will go. I probably will.
I'd rather go and see that than Up and Stick or whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah, I have no interest. Isn't there a shark movie coming out?
Oh, I'll go and see that.
Well, Will Hall, lovely comedian, check him out, has said, is there a group of people who want to go in Edinburgh when we're up there to go and see the shark movie?
Yes, I do.
So come with.
I've started following this Instagram thing. You like sharks, don't you?
Oh, I love a shark.
I've started following this Instagram page. I can't, Ocean something. It's this woman that swims with wild sharks. They like go to, he's like, whoa, whoa. And she's like, Nick, calm down.
Have you seen The Crocodile Whisperer?
No.
He's like this kind of weird Asperger's like incel-y. He's not incel, but he's a bit weird. Not that anyone with Asperger's is weird. Okay, we're not cutting that out.
Oh, it's been so nice doing this podcast. I'm just so upset that it's over.
No, you could tell he's on the spectrum, but he's grown up around crocodile.
He's grown up around cock.
Who hasn't?
Lucky guy.
The crocodile's here.
The crocodile's coming out to play.
That's what Johnny said.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine? I've just felt a bit sick.
Yeah.
No, he's grown up around crocodiles, and he gets into a pen. I think it's in Florida, and he's just surrounded by crocodiles, and he's like, "Oh, hey there, little girl," and he's like stroking them, and
dicing with death.
It is
because I think sharks and whales and all that, they are kind of a bit more emotive, aren't they? I think crocodiles are like
killer.
I want you for me, brekkie.
Yeah, it's actually Johnny's biggest fear is a crocodile.
Really?
It's weird. I was like, where'd you get that from? You didn't grow up in like Tampa, and he's like,
Tampa.
Yeah, he's really scared of them. Anyway, funny story about the wedding, and then we'll do tarot. For those of you who are just like, shut the fuck up and make me scared, it's coming. This is bad, and I just want to share it with everyone.
I love that maybe we should start the pod off every time just slagging people off. We're not slagging, we're justification.
Yeah, exactly. So we stayed in this beautiful castle in the countryside.
Oh, stunning.
It was like infinity pool. There's beautiful crickets in the evening. Like, it's stunning, right? And it's owned by this like old Italian lady who's really chic, even though she's in her 70s, and she's like swanning around with all these like, she's traveled the world and she's gathered art pieces from it. Anyway, setting the scene. We all have our own like beautiful double bedrooms, and on the morning of the wedding, I was getting ready and everyone was like doing their own little things. Johnny had gone down to the local village to go and collect one of the guests. So I was there by myself, and we had an ensuite bathroom, and I was in there and I was about to take a shower. So I was naked.
Oh my God.
And then I was like, oh, do you know what? I'll go to the loo first. So I was sat naked on the loo,
yeah.
TickTock in one hand, checking our TickTok. Yeah, I was bent over my thighs, TickTok like out in front of me.
Be honest, you were having a poo.
Number 2.
Yeah.
And I was having a lovely time, and I heard a noise, which I thought was from outside. The cleaner came in, walked in to me, and I'm not joking, she didn't move. She just went, very good. Like, I'm not. Count to 5. Count to 5 right now.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tits out. TickTok on my phone.
Tits out. Clit out. TikTok. Tits out. Clits out. TikTok. I want that on a t-shirt.
It was. My eyes started pricking because I was so embarrassed. And then,
you can't be. But yeah, you don't like being
I was so
embarrassed,
humiliated, and then I started shouting, "I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry!"
While there's a poo coming out.
No, it was sort of.
Oh, you were having a relaxed one.
Yeah, it was a relaxed one.
I was done a while
I started
ago.
screaming, "I'm sorry!" and then she legged it,
like in The Craft. I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry!
And then all the guests outside who were on the terrace veranda start going, "What are you shouting? Why are you sorry?" And I was like, oh my God. And I had to come back outside, obviously, got my clothes on, and I was like, yeah, if you heard a bit of screaming, that's because, and I had to explain it, and everyone was, to be fair, everyone was like pissing themselves laughing.
That's hilarious.
But it was like, and I couldn't, she was the one who served us breakfast the next morning and asked me how I wanted my eggs. And I was like, oh, I can't fucking look at you.
She basically has seen your eggs.
Exactly.
Oh my
She'd seen what I'd had for breakfast. Yeah. Bad.
That is amazing.
So every now and then I just get waves of cringe.
Yeah.
It just washes over me and then I get over it and then it comes back again. Yeah. So,
stop,
because that is the most intimate private moment.
Primitive, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a primitive moment that you should have by yourself.
She didn't move.
What did she do? The bathroom door was closed?
It was actually a see-through door as well, which was annoying because you would have thought that
So did she see you through the see-through door?
No, she walked in. She was literally
So
closer from where you are to me. She was about a metre, staring at me as tits on thighs, TikTok. It was fucking awful. Anyway, shall I pick a tarot?
That's amazing. What a great story.
Yeah.
Yes, please pick a tarot, please.
All right, here we go. Let's set the tone because I feel the tone's already been set. But sure. All right, let's fucking see.
I love this bit.
I do want this one.
Do you?
Bang on the top. Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, what have we got? We have the... Ooh, do you know what it does? It looks like a wedding.
And are you on the toilet on top?
Yeah, it's me on the toilet.
Let me see.
There's a redhead just on the cistern.
Oh, it is a wedding.
So I think there's a woman in a polka dot shawl and a guy who looks like he's on a bench doing weights.
What do we think
he's
it's
doing
called?
like a...
That's really weird. I've opened it and it's there.
No, what is it? Three of Pentacles.
It's the 3.
Who's the lad bench pressing?
Oh my God.
What?
Come on.
What?
Come on.
What does it say?
The 3 symbolises successful teamwork.
Aww.
A group of different people have come together to achieve an early success.
Oh my God, that is... Honestly, I've got chills.
Oh my God.
That is
and it could
so
also
nice.
be referencing the amount of people that had to come in and clean up after you shit everywhere.
Yeah, a success.
Oh my God, that's incredible.
Oh, very good. I love that.
Come on.
Okay, so Hannah, I'm going to kick off with a story.
Yes.
But I'm going to do a bit of explaining before we go. So, any listeners who are listening to this fresh off the bat and you haven't listened to any other episodes, I'm going to do a part 2 to a story that was about 2 episodes previous called A Stalker Found Me on TickTock Live. And I suggested that both me and you write a second part.
It was a great idea until I had 5 glasses of Pinot. And then I was back home last night going,
But I can't wait. Maybe this is the unlocking of your literary career.
I did try and write a novel once.
Did you?
Yeah, about a funny tale about dementia. No, I can't understand why I didn't
the
get
biggest
picked up.
lol. Did that not go anywhere?
Do you know what? I need instant gratification in what I do. I think, which is why I'm a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, the long game of writing.
I can't.
It's hard,
I don't have any time for that. I just do nothing all day. I'd just be like,
yeah.
Well, I like eating frubes out the fridge and
the
reading my
mochis.
book. Susie's had her first mochi today.
Yeah, Hannah bought me a
mochi.
It tastes like frube.
Mochi.
Good.
Strawberry and white chocolate.
So, to catch people up, just so you remember, there was a story that we found about a girl who found out through TickTock Live.
Yes.
That she was watching this
was
live.
Was it a girl or thought it was a man?
I've gone for girl just because I put myself in the shoes of the author. You know, when you're like, oh my God, what would I do?
And we can't assume gender.
No, we can't. But I've put myself in it. So I've just thought, what would you do if you were in your house?
So you're writing about you.
Yeah. Always. Always. I'm the main character syndrome. And the story ended with basically she was looking at a live stream. She saw this guy getting closer and closer to her back garden. And then she realized she couldn't see him outside. And then she realized there was a delay.
Oh, yeah.
And
then
back
the door was cracked open.
Yeah. That's how it ended. So now I decided to write part 2.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Don't you dare take the piss out of me.
I am 100% going to take the piss.
My heart leapt into my mouth. My insides went cold and I stared at the crack in the door.
I'll get an imagination, Susie.
Shut the fuck up. The silence in the house enveloped me. He was in the house. But where was he? I felt like I'd stopped breathing. I just needed to listen. That's when I heard it. A soft laugh from my living room. And then a voice. Over here.
Oh.
Without thinking, my hand let go of my phone. It clattered to the floor and I grabbed for the knife holder on the kitchen counter and I grabbed the first knife I could find. And I ran. I bolted outside into the back garden and ran like my life depended on it. I sprinted hard to the gate that would lead me out to the woods beyond, but in my panicked hurry, I didn't see the garden gnome smiling benignly into the darkness.
With its rod, akimbo.
Akimbo. And I tripped. I was sent flying onto the gravel path in front of me. I cursed and panted. My breathing was ragged. I was hyperventilating. My hand clenched tightly around the handle of the carving knife. If I was bleeding, I wasn't aware. I drew myself back up to standing, and to this day, I'll never know why I looked behind me. I glanced towards the house, half expecting to see my stalker racing towards me, but I saw nothing except the glow of a phone coming from my living room window, lighting up his face as he stared directly at me. I couldn't make out his features, but I knew he was smiling. I couldn't help myself. I screamed, "What the fuck fuck do you want? The man continued to stare at me, grinning, eyes sparkling in the torchlight with pleasure. I stared back. I saw him mouth one single word. You. With that, I lurched to the gate, threw it open and raced towards the woods. I could hear the back door.
Oh, that is a stupid call.
I know.
Why are you going to the woods, you daft bitch?
Well, he's in the fucking house.
Yeah, but go to the police. Why are you going to the woods?
No time. Gotta go to the woods.
Oh, my God.
I could hear the back door wrench open. He was running after me. I heard his feet thudding through the garden. Fuck this. I've got a knife and I've got a head start. All I need to do is make it to the other side of the woods and find the 24-hour gas station. I thought I'd make it American. Then this nightmare would be over.
Servo.
Make it to the servo.
Servo.
I stormed through the branches, the bushes, up mounds, down through boggy ditches. I didn't stop running for what seemed like hours but could have been minutes. I didn't once look behind me. And then I saw it, the clearing that led to the gas station. I slowed down and put my hands on my thighs to try and gather breath. I could have cried seeing those neon lights sparkle in the dark. My salvation was near. Finally, I must have gone at such a speed I lost him. I could hear nothing behind me, no crashing of feet on twigs, no footsteps, no stalker, just the crickets chirping and the hum of the electric signs. I staggered through the forecourt. No cars around, just a guy behind the counter scrolling through his phone. He clearly hadn't seen me. I caught my reflection in one of the shiny silver gas pumps. I was bleeding from my knees, bloody scratches over...
Shiny silver gas pumps? Where are we, the 1930s?
Yeah, I've sort of gone retro. I've gone retro, baby.
It's obvious you don't drive a car because they're not shiny.
And I'm like, gas pump. I haven't got a fucking clue how petrol works. Like, no cars in the forecourt.
In the gas pond that people use to bucket up their gas and put it in their car.
Yeah. And then the waiter came. The waiter came with a watering can of petrol.
Petrol.
I was bleeding from my knees, bloody scratches over my face, knife in hand, mascara down my cheeks. I got closer to the kiosk window. He glanced up and stared at me. I saw him immediately activate the locks on the automatic doors. I panicked. I must have looked wild, dangerous. I pleaded, please, you have to help me. Let me inside. Please call the police. I'm being followed. He could be anywhere. Let me in. He continued to stare at me. I saw him weighing up his options. My desperation must have rung true. I heard him unlock the doors. Get inside, he said curtly, his eyes darting around. I looked into the dark. There's no sign of the stalker.
I wouldn't have let you in. No chance.
I ran.
Every man for himself.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, you wouldn't have. You'd be like, fuck off. I ran to the automatic doors and threw myself inside. Quick, lock them again, I urged. The man nodded. The lock clicked. I grabbed onto the shelf of candy near me. Caught my breath. Relief flooded through me again. I was safe. Please call the cops, I said. The man stared at me, but he didn't reach for the phone. Please.
Oh my God.
Why was he waiting? Couldn't he see I was in distress? There's someone out there, I said. He's probably getting close. He's a psychopath. He broke into my house. Please.
Oh my God.
That's when my blood ran cold. His mouth twitched. He started to smile.
Oh!
Maybe you should call them.
I don't like that.
From the countertop, he lifted up what I immediately recognised to be my phone. My phone that I dropped in my kitchen. Not for the first time that night, I staggered backwards in fear. It was him. That smile, he'd beaten me to it. But where was the guy who works here? How could he have...
He's dead.
He cut me off. He knew what I was thinking. Such a shame. It was just you I wanted. But you ran. And our little service friend got in the way.
Service friend? That's so odd.
I don't know what to call him.
I'm the little with the working class. Got in the way.
Our little service friend got in the way. That's on you.
Oh my God.
He said quietly. He nodded his head towards the humming fridges at the back of the store. I looked in horror as I saw the body of a young guy with slick dark hair. He couldn't have been older than 20, blood trickling through his gas station uniform.
How do you fucking fit a thing? Is his face up against the wall like?
Yeah, in a fridge. His dark eyes stared ahead, lifeless. Just as I snapped my head back to the counter, the light switched off and I was plunged into darkness. over here. I heard him whisper. End of part 2.
Very good. Very
What
good.
did you think?
That was good. Yeah, it was good.
I enjoyed
You made
writing
some
that.
very questionable decisions.
Do you reckon?
But it was a good story.
Thank
Very
you.
good story.
Thank you. I got chills. I just enjoyed.
And you've got another part to that, haven't you?
I've got part 3 to wrap it up.
Wow. Okay.
But that'll come in next episode.
Okay. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what I wrote. I was very drunk.
Okay. Let's hear it.
I hope I finished it.
Mm.
It's not very long.
So there's a crack in the door.
It's going to take me about 10 seconds to read it.
All right, here we go.
So there's a crack
There's a crock
There's
of
a crack
shit.
outside. There's a crack in the door. I froze. It felt like hours, but really it could have been a few seconds. Spelled seconds.
Oh, we've done the same thing.
We've done a very similar vibe. Yeah, actually, yeah. Just as I was convincing myself that I had left the door open and the reason behind the cracked door was the wind, I heard it. A giggle. It was as though the noise bled straight into my ear and I spun around. There was nothing there. Bang, bang, bang!
Jesus Christ! Such an evil.
I heard the noise reverberating around the house. The noise was coming from upstairs.
Oh, he's gone upstairs, the creepy fuck.
Without thinking, I ran up the stairs. It's probably the bravest thing I would ever do.
Oh, you've told me why did you crash into the woods and you've chosen your character to go upstairs.
Yeah.
Fucking.
I breathlessly reached the landing and I heard it again. It was coming from my bedroom. The whole house was in darkness and the moonlight from the bedroom window shone onto the open door. I could see it moving. Back and forth. Back and forth.
Oh no.
Then I heard it. No, I thought. I'm in here.
What the fuck have you written?
Just see the next bit. Ah! I wanted to run into my bedroom and turn the lights on, but I couldn't. I heard it over and over again. Tap, tap, tippity tap. Tap, tap, tippity tap. Fear was replaced by anger. Someone was doing a TikTok dance in my bedroom.
What do you mean a TikTok dance?
You know, like TikTok dance,
like a viral, like
you know,
everyone.
Have you heard that? Like mama ba 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 ba. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
that one.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then people did TikTok dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Someone was doing a TikTok dance in my bedroom. Arguably one of the scariest things.
OMG.
I threw myself at the door, which flew open to reveal 4 middle-aged women doing the macabre strut on my recently varnished hardwood floors. One woman had a pickle in hand, ready to cover it in chamois sauce and tahini. Have you seen that? That's on TikTok. And chewing very fucking loudly. Another was trying on TikTok shop dress and taking selfies with her camera. The third was smearing primer on her face and threatening me with a mediocre makeup tutorial. And these were bad enough. But the third, I think I mean the fourth.
So you do mean the fourth?
The fourth, that was a different kettle of fish altogether. The fourth was the most terrifying of all. She held her phone in front of her and pulled out a bag. Because she was doing, yes, that's right, a Primark haul.
This is outrageous.
I screamed, but it was too late. I was now the property of the TikTokers.
Oh my God.
Yeah, thank you.
Now that was a story. I can't work out which one was the stalker.
Have you never seen them eating pickle with candy sauce on?
No.
Do you not spend that much time on TikTok? Oh my God.
Not really. No, well, on the loo I do, but
on the loo. Only on the loo.
No,
when you're doing
I
a number
don't,
2, you do.
No, I don't think I've seen the pickle stuff. If I go on my, because I use my my personal account on TikTok rather than the Ghost Huns pod
I use the
one.
Ghost Huns one.
Yeah, honestly, some of the things that it's sending me because of what you look up is mental.
Well, what do I like watching?
Like, for example, like picking out hairs.
Okay,
like,
I've never looked at that.
No.
I do like it though, but I've never looked at that on TikTok. I forgot to say, I am currently on a bit of a cleanse. Not a cleanse, but like I'm trying to eat a bit better because with work and stuff, I end up eating shit at the end of the night, like Sam's kebabs or whatever.
Chicken, not kebabs.
Whatever. So I've
Sam's right.
I have the chicken and then I go to Sam's kebabs afterwards. So I'm trying to not eat as much shit.
Yeah.
And recently, because there's a woman on TikTok that I've seen eating cottage cheese and mustard. Have you seen that?
No, that sounds amazing.
It's amazing. So you have like a sausage, a low-fat sausage,
Yeah.
loads of raw vegetables, and a big pile of cottage cheese and mustard, and you just dip it all in and eat it. It's amazing.
Really?
So good.
I don't think I like cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese is fine with a bit of salt and pepper, but you have to add another flavour to it. And if you like mustard, you should try it. Because
I don't really. But do you know what I do like? A crumpet with butter and Philadelphia and wafer thin ham.
How elite
my God.
is that? How elite is it?
One of the best things I've ever had.
Thank you.
It's incredible.
It is incredible. My mum introduced me to that. Thank you, Terry.
Thank you, Terry. Honestly, now that's in my life,
I know.
That's my go-to snack.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Oh, it's absolutely delicious. That will get me through Edinburgh.
Oh, we're going to have to get so many of those.
I want packs and packs of ham.
You have to get good ham though, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
That ham that you picked is exactly the right
Exactly.
one.
Really wafer thin.
Stunning.
Absolutely incredible.
Okay. Do you want a story?
Yeah. Yes, I would love one.
Okay,
Go for
I
it.
have quite a long one, but I might not do that because I've just done that. Okay, this one's a bit out there. It's a bit off the wall.
I like that.
It's called "My Sister Ruined My Sweet 16."
How dare she?
It was supposed to be my special day. I'm going to read it in like a psychotic way. It was supposed to be my special day. Everything was going to be perfect. Preparations.
Wait, hang on. Start again, but your phone's in your face and we want to see your lovely face, honey.
Preparations were made. A hotel conference room was reserved and hundreds of my Facebook followers were invited. That's weird. I'd even gotten a custom-made dress for the occasion. Everything was going off without a hitch. But then my sister ruined my life. It started during the father-daughter dance. There we were, gliding across the ballroom like ice skaters. All eyes were on me as my beautiful gown fluttered at my feet. Suddenly, my sister started shrieking. Dad obviously hadn't medicated her enough. While everyone tried to figure out what had made the noise, the attention whore tore a hole in the side of my dress with her bare teeth.
Oh, she's a biter.
I felt a sharp pain as she convulsed and thrashed. Had she somehow bitten me?
Beast.
My party guests were on edge. All because of that selfish little bitch. She couldn't even let me have one freaking day. It's obviously American. To myself. She then started foaming at the mouth and mumbling incoherently.
Ooh, she's possessed.
What a freaking drama queen. Her disgusting sausage-like fingers. Wow, I feel seen.
Who doesn't froth at the mouth?
No, sausage fingers.
Yeah, but your lovely nails.
My
look at
dad
that.
says they're like pig's tits.
No, they're not.
Oh, it's rude, isn't it? Do you like my nails are a bit more toned down today?
I really like that colour.
Thank you. Okay. What a freaking drama queen. Her disgusting sausage-like fingers grabbed a glass off the nearby table and threw it at the crowd. Once the party was officially ruined, her head dropped. She went quiet and turned blue.
Oh.
I'm going in for surgery tomorrow to have her remains removed from my side before she starts to putrefy. I think they were conjoined twins.
Oh, Siamese.
No, inappropriate. You can't say that.
Why?
You can't.
We are Siamese.
We're gonna have to cut that out.
Why?
That's so incredibly problematic.
What are you on about? That's from the Aristocats.
Yeah, did you not remember this whole thing? Okay. We're probably going to keep this
Am I getting an education?
Because we need to educate
What's
people.
wrong with the Aristocats?
No, there's nothing wrong with the Aristocats. There is wrong. Hang on.
Siamese twins.
You can't say that.
Oh, jeez.
Every day's a school day.
God, I can't say anything these days. All right.
Oh my God,
what's
Susie's
next? Vegan sausage rolls.
Susie's just morphed into a male comedian. It's not fucking cool. Anyway, you're not allowed to say it. It's very inappropriate.
Is it? Is that something to do with Chinese or something?
You're making it so much worse.
I don't understand.
Honestly.
I just thought that was the name for it. That's bad. Okay,
yeah,
it's bad.
Really bad.
Okay.
Here we go.
So conjoined twins.
Right, yeah, it's conjoined twins.
Do you want to educate me a bit?
So basically, the name Siamese twins came from twin conjoined brothers Chang and Eng Bunker, who were born in Siam, but it's now called Thailand, obviously Siam. So obviously it's now called Thailand.
Obviously.
But it's because they were only called that because they
Tie
were
twins.
Yeah, so you can't. No, you can't do that either.
Copyright. Okay, lovely.
But yeah, it's the conjoined twins. I think that is one of them is dead.
So who's frothing at the mouth and biting?
The dead sister.
Why?
Don't know.
Because she's possessed.
Because she ghosts.
Wow. I love that we've just been like, yeah, she's fucking possessed.
Ghosts.
Yeah, next.
Just ghosts.
Oh, I love it. Okay. Well, I'm glad I got a bit of offensiveness in there. That was a bit of fun, wasn't it?
Hit me with your good stuff.
Okay. What about this story? Let me find it. Unsettling experience as a telemarketer. I really want to quit this job.
Yeah.
I had the most unsettling experience at my telemarketing job today. First things first, I know everybody hates telemarketers. What do we call them?
Cold callers.
Cold caller. I'm going to change it to that.
Cold callers.
First things first, I know everybody hates cold callers, but I got to make rent somehow. And as I was recently laid off from my long-time job, it's what I've got to do to make it for the moment.
Oh, shit.
I really, really want to quit. It sucks. Today, I was making my regular afternoon calls trying to sell life insurance. That's a great thing to bug people out, right? Hello, sir. Have you thought about dying today? That's me, your daily dose of terminal existentialism. I dialed a number. Ring, ring. Ring, ring. Hello, my name is... It says P *****. I'm going to say Peter? Piss. Hi, my name's Piss. Hiya, I'm Piss. Would you like some life insurance? My name's Piss Boy.
Probably more like Pete, isn't it?
Pete. Just call him Pete. Okay. Hello, my name's Pete. I'm calling...
Prue. You look like you just completely glitched. You look like someone just turned you off and on.
No, but I was thinking, isn't there like Prue life insurance or health insurance?
Is there?
Prue healthcare.
Oh, maybe it's that then.
I'm going to go Pete.
Sheila's Wheels. Do they do life insurance?
No. Car insurance.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Because it's wheels.
Sheila's
Daft twat.
That was a very problematic advert, wasn't it? Because it's just for women, because women are shit.
Oh, yeah, I guess it was.
Yeah.
I don't drive, so I never really thought about
we
it.
We can help you out with your car insurance.
You silly,
we know it's really, really high for you silly bitch women drivers.
So
we're going to get you cheap and that great, and then you can get back to the dishes sooner.
Yeah, get back on the vodka and do the dishes and get in the car. We've got your back. Okay. Hello, my name's Peter. I'm calling from Vital Life Insurance Company. Have you thought recently about what you're leaving behind for your loved ones? I don't have loved ones anymore.
Oh, sad.
Isn't that pathetic?
Yeah.
A cold, feminine voice spoke on the other end of the line. This was one of those calls that was designed to go pretty far off script. I could tell that right off the bat. I'm sorry to hear that. If you're still interested in life insurance, though, I can help you set that up. I can help you set that up to bring you the peace of mind Vital can offer. Peace of mind? I have enough of that. It's like there's nothing there. Well, if you already have coverage, perhaps we can compare rates. You're not really listening to me. Nobody listens. Nobody on this whole empty planet has ever listened to a word I've ever said my whole life.
Empty planet. She wants to get on the tube on the Northern Line on a Monday morning and find out how empty it really fucking is.
That's the problem with you. People hear me, but they don't hear a person. They see me, but they don't see a person. I apologised, of course. Even though there was a 0% chance of making a sale, the manager would definitely reprimand me if I didn't do my best to keep a potential customer on the line. You're selling life insurance. Oh, sorry. You're selling life insurance, but what if I don't have a life to insure? What if I'm not a living thing at all?
Oh, God.
I'm playing red flag bingo, aren't I?
Yeah, naughty bitch.
You're
like, bad line, sorry, call us back if you want it.
I worried if I should be calling some crisis support line or something. Telemarketers aren't exactly trained to do much more than read a script and get yelled at least I wasn't. I'm not sure I'm following. I don't want to be unprofessional, but if you're having thoughts that your life isn't worth living, maybe you should find somebody to talk to. definitely going to get a write-up, I thought. But I couldn't exactly say nothing. What if I was the only person she let these thoughts out to and then she went and did something to herself? I'm sure I'd never know, but the thought itself would keep me up at night. I'm talking to you. I meant someone professional, someone who knows how to help with this sort of thing. I think I'd rather talk to you. Look, I'm just a cold caller and I'm not even a good one. I don't like my job. I much prefer to do something that doesn't involve getting yelled at, maybe something that doesn't involve interacting with other people at all. I'm not qualified to act like a therapist. The line hung empty for several heavy seconds. There is something you can sell me. At this point, I was questioning the morality of selling her life insurance, even if she wanted it. What can I help you with? I asked, putting on my most plastic cold caller voice. You could sell me your face.
Oh, what is it with faces in you?
My face? I swallowed a gasp. I can't exactly sell you that. It's attached to my body, I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, come on, piss. Give me a face.
I can fix that. It's no problem. I don't mind. Seriously? I swear I always get stuck with the worst phone calls, but this one was downright creeping me out. She continued. So it's a deal, right? I'll show up to your place tonight around 2 a.m. and I'll take your face from you. No deal, I'm sorry, but I think this phone call has gone on long enough, I said. Let the write-up come. At some point, you just have to resign yourself to the brutality of the corporation. But I like talking to you, she said. And if I had your face, I'd be able to have a life again. See you tonight. Click. I'm sure in a couple of days my manager will call me in to ask why I didn't sell that poor girl my face, so that maybe we could set her up with a life insurance plan. Hell, they'd probably walk me into the back room and sit me down with a scalpel. I'm under no illusion that this company wouldn't dissect me for a dime of profit. Of course, boss, here's my precious epidermis. When I went home, I was still rattled by the call, especially with the certainty with which she said, "See you soon." Maybe the universe was giving me a wake-up call. Get out of this job, it'll skin me alive. Or maybe it was just telling me to use more moisturiser so that my face would maintain its value. Ugh, I was terrible at taking care of myself. That night, I washed and moisturised my face, looking at all the little wrinkles and divots and scars. I looked at myself in the mirror for a long time, trying to understand how I came to be the person that I am.
Fucking hell, this is a bit deep, isn't it?
It's very deep. It hurt. I wanted to give that person in the mirror so much more. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. Woo! Just a bit of MJ to sprinkle in. Our favourite. I want to...
Why do you sound like a shit radio DJ?
MJ,
our favourite.
Lovely bit of
nonsense.
Lovely bit of nonsense. That was Michael Jackson with Man in the Mirror.
Up next, we have
R. Kelly. Oh, shit.
Which one did he do? Was it Two Little Boys?
Yeah, the clues were there. What
about, did he do a song called King Caractacus?
Oh, I don't remember.
Do you know what King Caractacus? I'm going to have to see if I can find it.
I've got a bit about Rolf Harris. I should go into the songs. Yeah.
Can you tell us the joke?
No, you have to come to Edinburgh to see it. Come and see it. Okay. I wanted to give that person in the mirror so much more. I wanted to treat myself better. I chopped vegetables with a dull blade of my knife. Need a new one, I thought. If I could keep cooking actual meals for myself, it would be worth it to invest. But really, I'd be hard-pressed to predict I'd actually stop leaning on microwave meals and fast food.
Oh no, it's this mad bitch and it's just come for a face.
Just come for a fucking face. I awakened in the middle of the night to somebody knocking at my door. 2 a.m. on the dot. I looked at the clock on my phone. It couldn't be.
I would not hear someone knocking at my door at 2 a.m. Would you? It would be fast asleep.
I would. I'm quite a light sleeper.
Oh no.
Pin drops, I hear it.
No.
There's no way that lady from the phone call had tracked me down and actually come to my house.
Yes, there is.
Whoever it was kept knocking low and insistent. As I crept down to the front door to see if I could figure out what was happening, I had my phone in my hand, prepared to dial 911. Good. I thought you'd forgotten about me, she said when I got near the door. I don't know how she could tell I was there. My footsteps had been so silent, I couldn't even hear them. If I had your face, people would listen to me. I could tell when we talked on the phone today. That's why I need it. Go away, I said. Please. You don't know how hard it's been. And it won't even hurt. You'll go to sleep and when you wake up, it'll be done. Are you psychotic? I'm not giving you my face. I'm dialing the police now. You better get out of here. You don't understand. She banged on the door. I need love. I need it. I've never been loved and I never will be if something doesn't change. I'm not even a person.
This is not an attractive quality, madam.
Very needy. I dialed 911. Clever, smart. Should have done it straight away. Not that we... Why do we rely on the fucking police? What are they going to do?
I don't know. They have kind of saved people before.
Let's not get started about the police, you know what I mean? I dialed 911 and told them the situation, and throughout the whole thing, she kept banging on the door harder and harder. I thought she was going to break it down at one point and moaning of her sorrow and hardship. Honestly, I felt sorry for her. How does someone get to that point? Something has to be seriously, deeply wrong with her. Help me, she said. Why won't anybody ever help me? The police would arrive at any moment. I stole around the corner to a window where I could try to get a look. That's when I finally saw her. Under the porch light, she barely looked like a person. Somehow, she was alive, despite her entire body having been stripped of flesh.
Ah, she's a skeleton.
She's like, you know that muscle exhibition?
Well, I mean, her face is just a drop in the ocean at this point. I mean...
Yeah, she's going to need more.
She can't just walk
more
around
than
with
epidermis.
And, yeah.
She looked at me and our eyes met, and there was such a deep pain. When she spoke, I noticed her mouth could only halfway open because it was sewn shut.
Ugh.
Please, all I've ever wanted was a face.
I'm not surprised that you were sewn shut, actually. She's a creepy bitch. I'd sew a fucking mouth shut.
Sew her underground. The police lights flashed red and blue in the distance and she disappeared the moment I looked away. The officers took some notes but ultimately laughed it off. They said it was probably just some random weirdo on some sort of drugs. But I know what I saw. I tossed and turned, trying to get more sleep, feeling somehow deeply ashamed. And when I left for work this morning, I noticed bloody handprints on my door.
Oh my
Has she really gone? Has she really gone?
Has she taken the face?
That's a very good question, Hannah. I don't have the
Oh
answers.
my gosh.
Grimsky.
Ugh.
Grimsky.
This is a littley.
Okay, I love a littley.
It's also about insurance.
No way.
Yeah, weird.
God, we're in sync, aren't we?
I work in insurance, and this is the oddest phone call I've ever gotten.
What?
And it's not the same story. How weird is it?
That's really weird.
It was around noon when the phone rang. Hello, this is Jim. How can I help you? A woman's voice answered. I'm looking for life insurance for my son, Robert.
This is really
It's
creepy.
creepy, isn't it? A small child's voice cut in. Mummy, I don't want insurance. Hush, Robert. You don't even know what insurance is. The woman replied. Well, we have several options for life insurance, I began. People get life insurance on their kids all the time, so I didn't think it raised any red flags. It is fucking weird, by the way. Holly, what are you doing? It was a man's worried voice. I'm getting life insurance for Robbie, the woman replied. The man's voice softened. Here, I'll get the life insurance. Why don't you go lie down? He took the phone. Sorry about that. Our only child, Robert, died a few weeks ago. And she's not been the same since.
Oh, why is she trying to? If you've got a dead kid, why are you trying to get the?
But do you remember that the small child's voice cut in?
Yeah.
Mummy, I don't want insurance.
So posh.
Mummy,
can you buy me a pony?
I think that's the only posh for it. Mummy, I don't want insurance.
I don't want insurance.
I don't want insurance.
I just want a horse. Yeah, that giggle you do is creepy as shit.
This one's from. This is Creep of the Week.
Creep
Everybody.
of the week.
Creep of the Week. Creep of the Week.
Creep of the week.
I don't think they've
Creep of the
said
week.
to not say who they are. So this is from Hunter.
Oh.
Thank you very much for sending your story, Hunter. Initially they said my childhood home was definitely haunted. I have a ton of stories from it, but the one I remember the most just completed recently.
Oh.
I don't know what that means yet. Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
I lived in the house from the time I was born until I was about 8 years old. We were a family of 4 at the time with my mother, father and sister. To paint a picture of what the house looked like, when you walked into the house, you walked straight into the living room with the stairs directly to the left. I'm imagining it now in my head. There was a small hallway further into the living room, also on the left side, which led me to mine and my sister's room. Going up the stairs, the second floor was a half level, so you could look over the railing at the top and see into the living roam below. A maisonette. Is that not what that is? A maisonette?
Yeah.
You don't know.
No, it's
I don't know.
Yeah,
Something like, you know what I mean? You can see. Yeah.
I know, a mezzanine.
Mezzanine. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Say. At the end of the hallway was the playroom. Oh my God. Playroom was the playroom where all of my toys were. The other end of the hall was my mum and dad's bedroom. The doors of the playroom and my parents' bedroom faced each other at opposite ends of the top level. Are you with it? So directly opposite from.
Yeah.
I was always creeped out by the upstairs no matter how old I was. After my parents got divorced, my fear only got worse. I don't know if I felt less safe with my dad out of the house, but I always wanted to go and sleep with my mum. I slept with my mum almost every night from the time I was 6 up until we moved out. Every night I saw a man in a top hat standing at the end of the hallway in front of the playroom. I always chalked it up to me being scared as a kid, because I had never seen this silhouette until I became terrified. When we moved out, we sold the house to one of my friends who I still talk to this day. Her mum and dad took the master bedroom, which was the room my sister and I shared, and my friend Sophie took my mum's old room. About a year ago now, when we were both 17, she came up to me and seemed a little spooked. "Have you seen him?" she asked. "What? What are you talking about?" I responded. "The man in the top hat. He came out of the room at the end of the hall about a month ago, and he keeps getting closer."
Oh, no.
Thank you very much, Hunter.
Jesus.
That's creepy as
Hunter
fuck.
is getting hunted.
No, because they don't live there anymore. It's the friend.
So whoever's in that house, I don't like the idea of
Whoever's in
that.
the house, get out of the house. Leave the house.
Yeah. Some properties are just haunted forever.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh,
Well,
I
thank you
wonder
very
who
much.
he
That was
is.
lovely.
Love it.
Thoroughly enjoyed that. Okay. Are you doing me a goosebumpy?
I can. Or
Well,
do you want one more creep? Okay. I'll do okay, so are you ready for just a cheeky extra creep of the week?
I'm excited.
Why not double up, eh?
Let's go.
Because we've had so many stories come through, and they're all
Thank you so much for sending in all these stories.
they're so scary, and I'm like, how do we get them all in? I want to make sure we read every single one.
Yeah.
But it will take us years to go through.
It will.
So many. Okay. I'm going to make this anonymous. This is from, I'm going to say, G. Hello. I have some paranormal experiences to share. It's safe to say that me and a few of my family members believe in the supernatural and have had various experiences. I would say we're believers, but don't believe everything. Mm-hmm. We live in an old Victorian house that was built in the late 1800s, and we have had various experiences with a ghost or ghost touching us over the last 25 years.
Dirty bastards.
Well, it's kind of like the tapping and the...
Oh, yeah.
You know?
That my mum completely made up.
Outrageous. It's always benevolent and a positive thing. You'll just feel a comforting hand touch you on the shoulder, the back, or the knee. My brother was once sat in his bed drying his hair and he felt something touch his leg. When he took the towel off his head, he was expecting to see our cat, but it wasn't there. I've been in bed and felt something stroke my back and shoulder. It's usually the same sensation and had happened loads of times. The same ghost once blew down the back of my neck. When I was standing in the kitchen, which made me jump. These usually happen around significant dates or times like the anniversaries of deaths or when someone was experiencing poor physical health. The only time I've ever been scared by the ghost was when I was a child and I walked through the dining room, turned back to look back at the front door, and a mirror that rested on the sideboard suddenly slid down and knocked an ornament onto the floor, which smashed. I don't know if this was a ghost or if the mirror just wasn't sturdy as I'd walked past, but it had been propped up against the wall for years. Maybe it was because it was facing another mirror on the opposite wall, portals and all that. We used to have a cat that would sit on the arm of the chair and stare into the dark of the dining room, and it used to look like he was staring at someone. He unfortunately passed away, R.I.P., and we now have another cat who sometimes does the exact same thing. She's literally doing this wide-eyed stare and neck stretch to look as I'm reading this. I wonder what they're looking at in that room. The same thing that potentially knocked over the mirror? Me and my mum have also had some random psychic moments as well. We don't claim to be seers or anything like that, but sometimes we get met with this divine intuition or something. For example, my mum just knows when people are pregnant. She gets this feeling before people show that people are with child. One time she saw someone she knew from a distance looking down from the 3rd story, and something in her mind told her she's pregnant. And when they were chatting, my mum casually asked about her relationship and her family, and this acquaintance said that she was a few months along.
Wow.
The scariest moment like that for me was when I was asleep and I had this incredibly vivid dream that I was with a load of people and someone started shouting, "Oh my God, they have a gun and they are shooting, get down." And we were all running around frantically, trying to hide from a shooter. I woke up and felt incredibly anxious and panicked, but I soon calmed down. Later that day, I was down the pub with friends and we were chatting, and someone brought up that there had been a shooting last night. This totally freaked me out, and I wondered if I'd seen it at the same time. Equally, it could have been a coincidence. I've been less engaged with things like tarot, so it hasn't happened for a while, but this happened around a time that I'd opened myself up more to the paranormal.
I told you.
I know. You're getting closer. We're getting closer to getting experiences. I know it's easy to confirm these things to yourself with your own bias, and I know all the things I've said could be coincidences and or things that your own mind can make up, but they do convince me enough that there is some kind of paranormal, and at least one of these experiences is true.
Amazing.
Incredible. Thank you, G.
I think that's exactly what we've always said, though. If you've got to be... Are you going to open yourself up to the paranormal? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Thank you so much for sending that in. We do appreciate it. Keep coming.
But I think you're getting closer. You're quite open to all this, more than me.
I'm so there.
It's only a matter of time before you start having dreams.
Oh my God. Imagine when I'm full psychic.
Oh, I can't wait.
I can't wait for us to go to a psychic. We're going to do that
It's a
on
matter of
Patreon
time.
soon, aren't we?
Yeah, 100%.
We're going to do it on Patreon. Get on Patreon, guys. Patreon's amazing.
I know, we've got... It's amazing.
It's so great. Are we going to do Goosebumpy? I'm so excited to start Goosebumps again.
Yeah, we're bringing it back, guys.
It was one of your best ideas, I think.
Oh, thank you. I'm really full of them.
No, you're full of shit.
I'm
But
full
every
of
now
shit,
and again,
but-
something pops up.
Okay. Welcome to the section of Give Yourself Goosebumps.
Mm-hmm.
Reader beware.
I'm in for a scare.
You choose the scare.
Fuck. Okay, do it again. Do it again.
Reader beware.
You choose the scare.
This is called The Curse of the Creeping Coffin.
Oh, I love it.
I love it. Okay, so.
Let's hope I last longer than you did. Or me in the first one, actually.
Oh, fuck's sake, limited preview.
We can start, can't we?
Borrow for 1 hour. I had this. No, it's not working. It's not working, Hannah. All right, let's see if it fucking works. You know what I mean? All right. So, Hannah, The Curse of the Creeping Coffin begins. I'm bored, you moan. I'm so bored I could eat flies just to see how they taste. Flies have germs, your grandmother replies. It's a hot, sticky day in the middle of July. It's the middle of July.
Oh my God, it literally is the middle of July and it's quite sticky in here.
My God.
I'm quite hot. Are you hot?
I'm so hot. You plop down into a creaky old chair in your grandmother's kitchen. Your parents dropped you off yesterday before they left for their holiday. There's a theme in Goosebumps where the parents don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't care.
They're like, I wish we hadn't had kids. Just fucking go.
I'm going to Monaco.
Go anywhere but
away.
with me.
Yeah.
Your parents dropped you off yesterday before they left for their holiday, bubs. And already you could die of boredom. Your grandmother's old dog, Sparkle, yawns loudly. He crawls under the table. Moments later, he begins to snore. I know how you feel, Sparkle, you say. You sigh loudly. Why don't you go outside and find something to do? Your grandmother suggests. She looks up from the pie she's baking and nods towards the back garden. Go out there, you think? Into her back garden? No way. You glance out of the window. It's probably 90 degrees in the shade, but you shiver. Your grandmother's house is right in front of an old cemetery.
Oh, I love it.
Rows and rows of old crumbling tombstones sit just beyond the edge of her back garden. But that's not what scares you. What scares me is that the tombstones have been moving. Go to page 2.
No way.
Go to page 2. I'm going to page 2. You noticed it right after you arrived yesterday. You saw the tombstones from your bedroom window on the first floor. You could tell some of the graves had cool carvings on them, so you decided to go outside and take a closer look. I really relate to that, I would.
Yeah, definitely.
But when you entered the graveyard, something was different, strange. Some of the graves were out of place. Nah, can't be, you told yourself. Graves don't disappear, but still... From your bedroom window, you could have sworn there were 6 or 7 graves in the back row, and now there were only 3. Nah, you must have just counted wrong. You decided to forget about it. You went to bed. But when you woke up this morning and glanced out of the window, the coffins had moved again.
I don't like this at all.
Now there were 10 in the back row.
What?
And the middle rows seemed more crowded. It almost looked as if some of the graves were moving forwards and some of the graves were moving backwards, and there was a big traffic jam in the centre. The coffins were rearranging themselves, but how? And why? Go to page 3. Your grandmother taps you on the shoulder. She snaps you out of your daydream. Go on. Go and play outside. Outside? Out there? You shudder as you glance out the kitchen window again. Oh no. You cry. It's disappeared. What's disappeared? Grandmother asks. The grave, with the angel on it, you screech, pointing out of the window. It's gone!
You can play some really annoying characters.
I know, I love it. I love that. Which is so weird, because I'm so not that.
I'm such a good actor.
One headstone in particular caught your eye yesterday. It had an angel carving on it. The angel looks so realistic, you practically believed she could fly away. Did she? Your grandmother, were you right there? Have you lost your marbles,
shoe.
haven't you? Yeah. Do you really need your shoe back on, is it? You just want your shoe.
Go on.
Your grandmother peers out of the kitchen window. Don't be a goose, she scolds you.
A goose?
That tombstone is still there. You don't answer her. You can't. Your heart is pounding crazily and your mouth has gone dry. Knees weak, mum's begin. You bolt out of the back door. You've got to see for yourself. But in the graveyard, you discover that your grandmother is right. The tombstone with the angel hasn't gone.
Crazy.
It's just moved.
We're going crazy.
It had been in the last row and now it's up the front. I'm losing my mind, you think. Losing it completely. Or are you? Go to page 4.
I haven't picked one scare yet.
At the end of this, there's choice.
Right.
You run back out into the house. You run back into the house shouting, Grandma, you yell. That grave with the angel on it. Your grandmother interrupts you. You don't have to shout, dear. The angel? She looks up from her pie crust. That's a nice one.
Oh, I'd love a pie.
Oh, I fucking want a pie all over my face.
Yeah.
Pie face. I want a pie right now.
What, a sweet pie or a savoury pie?
Savoury. Chicken and leek.
Chicken, leek and ham.
Oh, yeah, ham hock.
Ham hock. God, I want a pie. Where's Pie Minster? Is it around here?
I don't know, but I want it.
Oh, fuck.
Christ. That's a nice one. Let me see. Who was buried there? Oh, yes. That's Elmira Martin's grave.
What?
Before you can explain about the moving gravestones, a voice on the far side of the room makes you jump. The name is Elvira Martin.
What?
The voice says sharply. Not Elmira. You never could get my name right. Your mouth drops open. A strange woman now stands in the doorway that leads from the kitchen into the hall. A very strange woman, because she isn't a living, breathing woman. She's a ghost.
Oh my God.
Grandma, you begin. But from the way your granny is humming to herself, you can tell she doesn't hear or see the scary visitor.
Oh, it's always fucking the case, isn't it?
And don't you stare at me, you little wretch.
Oh.
The ghost says, pointing at you, or you'll be sorry. What are you going to do? Suddenly you're living in a haunted house. If you run outside, turn to page 18. If you talk to the ghost, turn to page 25. Now be really careful about this because this could end sharpish.
Okay, so what are my options? If I stay and talk to her, she could murder me. If I run outside, I could end up
worse.
I mean, who knows what's happening with those graves? But I kind of want to know what's happening with the graves.
So you're a runner. You're a coward. I see.
I mean, I want excitement. I want adventure. And staying in the fucking kitchen with the pie crust and the ghost doesn't sound that exciting, to be honest.
So you're going to make a run?
I'm going to run.
You're going to run?
Yeah.
If you run outside, turn to page 18. I'm going to go outside, you stutter. That's nice, your grandmother says, returning to her baking. And when you come back in, I hope you'll stop being so silly. She doesn't notice the ghost in the doorway. You back away towards the door to the porch. You're dead. No, you're not.
Oh my God.
You back away towards the door to the porch. You keep your eye on the ghost the whole time, and she keeps her glowing eyes on you. As soon as your hand reaches the doorknob behind you, you turn, fling open the door, and bolt. But just as you start down the back porch steps, 2 hands grab your ankle.
No, I'm dead.
You cry as you trip. You sprawl head first down the stairs.
Fuck's sake.
Land on page 39.
Oh my God.
Ouch! You land face down at the bottom of the steps. Good thing it wasn't a long flight of stairs. You're only bruised and scratched. You scraped your chin, but nothing's broken.
Great.
You hear a boy's voice say.
No.
You turn towards the voice. You want to see the jerk who made you trip. Hey, wait a minute. There is no jerk behind you. You blink to be sure. Yeah, you're sure there's absolutely no one standing at the top of the stairs. Or anywhere else. Turn to page 44.
Have I fallen into hell?
Ha! The boy's voice taunts again. Gotcha! A girl's voice joins in. Right in front of your amazed eyes, a boy and girl slowly begin to materialize. When they finally take shape, you can see that they're teenagers. But teenagers
who are dead.
Yeah, dead ones. A long time ago. The boy is dressed in a funny-looking black suit with a frilly white shirt and shiny black shoes.
Classic Victorian ghost.
Yeah. The girl is wearing a long, old-fashioned white linen dress. Her hair is braided and the braids are wrapped around her head 3 times.
What?
The boy and girl look almost solid, but not quite. You can see right through them. Boo! They shout at the same time. Then they double over with a hysterical laughter. Your heart is still pounding wildly. Is this really happening or are you dreaming? There's only one way to find out. Pinch yourself. If it hurts, turn to page 53. If it doesn't, turn to page 60.
So here's my theory. If it hurts, I'm alive. If it doesn't, I'm dead.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go with it hurts.
You want to be alive?
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay. If it hurts, turn to page 53.
Oh, is that the right choice to make?
We'll find out, Hannah. No doubt about it. You're definitely awake.
Okay.
This is really happening, which means you are face to face with 2 teenage ghosts. You stand up and brush yourself off. Who are you? You ask, trying not to let your voice tremble. What do you want? What are you doing here? I'm Jane Luckmayer, the girl ghost says, and this is my dearly beloved twin brother, John.
Oh.
My Siamese twin.
John and Jane.
No. Rewind.
Conjoined, Susie, conjoined.
Conjoined us. John bows deeply, then he sticks out his tongue. Oh, John, Jane cries. This will be so much fun. Yes, dear sister, John answers. We haven't had anyone to torment in ages. An eternity, Jane agrees. But I've spent time thinking of ever more horrible tricks and tortures.
Oh my God.
Victorians are so fucked up.
Yeah, I think it's your voice that's making it worse.
Tricks and tortures. You don't like the sound of that. Could these 2 creeps have something to do with the creeping coffins? Tell me something, you say, hoping to sound casual. Why have the coffins been moving around? But the twins don't answer you. Instead, they cackle horribly and grin at you. Go to page 66. Holy shit. 66. The Luckmayer twins float down the steps towards you. They both have an evil glint in their eyes. Uh-oh, these two spell trouble.
Yeah.
Double trouble. Run, you tell yourself.
Does it really say double trouble? Oh my God. That's
but which
horrible.
way? If you run away from them, you'll be running straight towards the graveyard. But your only way back into the house is by getting past the Luckmayer twins first. They're floating closer and closer to you, and John is hiding something behind his back. You freeze. You can't decide what to do. You know John is up to something, and you know you better not stick around to find out what it is. But which way should you go?
Graveyard.
Don't think. Run. If you run towards the graveyard, turn to page 93. If you try to slip past the twins and back into the house, page 108. You want graveyard.
Shall we leave it there and carry it on next week?
Yeah, let's see what happens when you...
I'm so happy to be alive.
You're legging it to the graveyard, ending
I love
there. Okie dokie.
Let's do a game.
Okay. Hannah,
Yes, Susie.
are you ready to We Get Haunted so you don't have to?
Yes.
Now this section for this episode, less about getting haunted, more about divination.
Oh, what's that?
So I'm going to try and sort of read your fortune a little bit, and not in the way of the tarot, but in the way of cartology, which is looking through cards, and I'm going to do some fortune telling.
Oh, I'm excited about
Apparently
this.
it's like a gypsy tradition.
Okay, I love this, yeah.
So
Let's do it.
yeah, let's go. So what I'm going to do is I need you to take these.
Yeah.
And the 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 have been removed.
Right.
And there are meanings behind all the higher cards and then the picture cards.
Right.
So you've got to shuffle them yourself. And then what I want you to do is pick, I think it's 9 cards, and you need to put them in a horseshoe, much like that. So I'll remove the tarots, put them in a horseshoe, and then turn them over.
Right, wow.
And then I'm going to tell you what that means.
Oh my God, you've really put a lot of effort into this week. I'm very impressed.
I have. Well, we missed last week, so.
Did miss last
Okay,
week.
I'm just going to remove the tarots.
Shuffle. Truffle. What rhymes with truffle? Muffle, shuffle.
Truffle mash. Yes, please.
Truffle mash.
So,
shuffle.
when you're ready, put them in a semicircle, turn 9 cards over, and I am going to get
Do I have to pick the cards
Professor
first?
Trelawney on your ass. What?
Do I have to pick the cards first?
It's
or do I
what
turn them all?
No, you pick 9 and put them face up in a horseshoe.
Okay.
Here. Whichever ones you wish. Okay. That's a Jack of Spades. Fuck, that's a Queen of Spades.
If I get the king now, that's going to be really weird, isn't it?
That's going to mean something. A 9 of Clubs. What's next? And a Queen of Hearts. You're not doing it in a horseshoe, though.
Oh,
We need to have them in order of when you pulled them.
Okay, I did that.
It was Jack, Queen, 9, Queen.
When you say horseshoe, can it be a V?
It can be whatever you want as long as it's in order of the ones you've
Okay.
in order of you picking them out. It's a 7 of Hearts. Yeah. Oh, that's more like it. Now I'm going to really tell you fortune. Right, next. So we've got the Jack, Queen, 9, Queen, 7. Another 7.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's really interesting. Okay. 7 of Spades. 8 of Hearts.
5, 6, 7. I've got 2 more to pick. I really want a king. Come on, king.
8 of
They're all very
Spades.
samey,
That's
aren't
really
they?
weird. You've got the 7 and 8 of Hearts and then the 7 and 8 of Spades. One more. And put it in the middle. The Jack. Okay. That's
That will be
really
good.
weird because you've got the Jack of Hearts, Queen of Hearts, Jack of spades, queen of spades.
Oh, yeah.
So it's very like synced.
That's
I
me,
really,
baby.
really like that.
That's
okay.
what they say about me.
Okie dokie. Now. Queens together generally mean mischief or scandal.
Oh.
But are they guarded by any kings? No.
No. I really wanted one and they weren't coming. 2 jacks.
Let's have a look.
Mischief. I suppose I'm quite mischievous.
Hang on.
I don't like scandal.
I'm going to have a look at this. Hang on.
It's weird that there's like everything. Yeah, everything is. It's all high end.
It's very high. You're very high end.
I'm very high end.
Okay, so let me tell you what each means.
Okay.
So the Jack of Spades means personal thoughts.
What, that I have them?
You have them, mate.
Okay.
You have them in
that's
abundance.
Good, I suppose.
The Queen means a dark woman or widow.
What? Any queen?
Yeah. So
dark. What? That I am going to be a dark woman or a widow. I
there might be one in your life.
I want to go last.
The clubs. 9 of clubs means a successful business.
Listen.
And I like that that's the outlier because it doesn't match with them. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
The Queen of Hearts means a woman of similar complexion.
What does that mean?
So it means like it says here blue eyes.
Fucking, I've got blue eyes.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So do I. That's mental.
Oh, you have?
I do. What did you think they were?
Green. I always thought you had.
Oh, I take that. Yeah, I have nice green eyes.
Oh, you're mental.
7 of Hearts, friendship.
Oh.
That's so nice. Successful business and friendship. 7 of Spades means a disagreement.
Oh, well, the woman at the wedding.
Yeah, that's true. 8 of Hearts means affection. And what's the last one? No, second to last one. 8 of Spades means a loss.
Oh, well, we're all going to have loss.
Yeah. And the
Jack of Hearts.
Jack of Hearts, lastly, a friend with good intentions.
Oh.
So.
That's quite a well-rounded life.
It is.
Isn't it?
It says that
I have lost my keys.
Have you looked? Oh, that's a loss. Yeah, huge loss. What is it? Have you had the Queen of Hearts there?
Yes.
Have a look at the way the lady's face is turned.
Oh, what do you mean? She looks really upset. She's a bit of a minger.
She has some good friends.
I do have good friends.
It represents some speedy news, but not exactly to the advantage of the inquirer. It denotes a dark man who is separated from the Queen of Hearts, constantly thinking of her and hoping for a speedy reunion. That's weird.
That is
Is that
weird.
who we're thinking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not good, is it? Well, I mean,
that's an X, isn't it?
We'll talk about that later, though.
Yeah, that'll be on HAD.
On HAD,
Huns After Dark. Okay, more on our weird ex-boyfriends on the Patreon.
Yeah, okay.
Well, that was, it was less getting haunted, but I think that's...
I thought that, I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was good.
Do you want me to do yours next week?
Yeah, good idea.
All right, then let's do that. Well, that's been our very spooky and mystical episode of Ghost Huns. Thank you so much for joining us. By the way, before you go, we have officially got our first live show on sale, The Gilded Balloon, 26th of August.
Saturday, the 26th of August at 10:20.
At The Gilded Balloon. It's in a castle.
Tickets are available now. Get on it because I think we're going to...
£11. Yeah. No, £12?
I think 11 concession.
And £12.
So flash your fake student card.
Bargain.
Yeah, get on it, guys, because it's going to be a special. We're going to do a live Ouija board.
Yes.
It's going to be spooky as
We'll do
fuck.
a couple more haunted things, I think.
And then we can all actually, in person, just get drinks together and have a fucking wonderful time.
We can't wait to meet you. We're very, very excited. Me and Susie are also going to be doing a split bill in Edinburgh at Legends Bar. Everyday bar Wednesdays.
Yeah, no Wednesdays.
So if you are in Edinburgh, any day, 6:35, Legends Bar.
Yeah, it's cool. I think it's Legends downstairs. It's actually Opium Bar, which is that like
Opium Bar.
It's on Cowgate, and it's that like rock bar, I think, and we're
Yes.
downstairs, so you can't miss us.
Do come and see if there are any spare seats. I mean, we do have a show pretty much every day, so
You'll hear my Rolf Harris jokes. It's going to be great.
I'm going to talk about dicks.
Yeah,
As per usual. And I think that's all the admin we need to do. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for listening, guys. Bye. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
That was great. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
It's good,
I can't
isn't it?
wait to do yours.